Okay, today we're looking at a Crown SC5200. Okay. Problem we're having with this thing is keep getting an error code whenever it's put into reverse. If you go down to the events, scroll down, oh, there's the events. You're getting 313. Last one was a 313. Okay, 302. Alright, we're going to work on the last one that came up, and that was 313. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go into the service. You scroll over. Now, due to my employment, I can't give you the code, but if you scroll, I'm just going to throw numbers in there. If you go 1, scroll over, 1, 1, 1, which is not the code. It's going to tell me it's invalid. Oh, wait a minute. I hit enter, it's going to say invalid. However, I'm going to put the correct code in. Like I said, because of my employment, I can't give out the code. So, okay, so once you get into the code, it's going to give you some choices. It's going to give you the analyzer. What I want to do is I want to go to the events. It's going to give you chronological history. If you scroll over, it'll give you like the last one was 313, like we said. But what I want to do is I want to go in and I want to erase all the history, clear chronological, or all. 3.2, clear all. It's going to ask you if you're sure. You say yes. And now that should have no codes in there whatsoever. Okay, I'm going to key the truck off and back on. Okay, right as now we shouldn't have any events in there. Okay, so what I'm going to, now what happens, if we go to forward, if we go into forward, we also have to depress the pedal, the brake pedal. Now, it will travel forward. But as soon as I put it in reverse, there's the wrench, and let's see what the events are. Okay, we got a 313 again. That right now is the only one I have, so that's where we're going to start. I'm going to get my little book out. Okay, so now we got little service manual that comes with the truck. And we're going to look up event code 313. Okay, line contactor coil shorted, which I do not agree with, because it should do that in either one. Follow event code 311. So event code 311. Line contactor driver shorted. When the key off, battery unplug, disconnect wires 509 and 211 from line contactor coil. Connect battery power to truck. Event clears, then replace the line contactor coil. Then connect 5091 and 2911 and proceed to step 2. I like to read through it before I even do anything, just to see where it's leading. So disconnect wires from 5091 at CA40326 and 2911 from access 3. Power up the truck and close the C switch. Event clears or changes. Then check wiring between line contactor coil and 403. Event does not clear nor change, then replace access 3. Alright, let's go with what they say here. It says to disconnect. $59.01, $29.11. At CA40326, CA327. 5901 is going to be a white wire with a green stripe, and 2911 is going to be a white wire with a red stripe. Okay, and they are numbered. And here, if you look here, okay, if you look right there, I don't know if you can see it or not, there's a little pinout diagram right there. Right underneath where it says access 3, and it gives you the numbers, the numbering order. That's the best I can bring you in on it without it getting blurry on me. But you can see the number orientation there. So we're looking for numbers 26 and 27. So we're going to come over here. There's your green and white and your red and white right there. So it says disconnect them. So you got to pop this plug off. There's a little tab here. You got a little tab here you got to lift as you pull it up. Okay, so then you need to get a screwdriver. Here we go. Get yourself a screwdriver. Pop this guy up here. Don't want to take it all the way out, but what you want to do, I'll take it out to show you. There's all your pins in there. So you're just going to want to pull this one back a little bit here. When you put this in and you push it down, it's going to lock your pins in, or your sockets. And so if you lift it up like that, needle nose or something here. Sometimes it helps if you just get a needle nose and pull it. 2911. Yeah, okay, there it goes. I had that pushed down, that's why it wasn't coming up. So make sure that stays where it's at. Out to, like it says. Let me try to pull this one up. It keeps locking in on me. Okay, there we go. Okay, now they're disconnected. Plug it back in. Okay. Connect the battery, power up the truck, event clears. Let's try it. Just make sure your wires don't touch there. Alright. Let's power up. Event clears or changes and replace the line contactor coil. Let's see if it's clear. It didn't clear, but now we got a 311. Okay. Try again.
That's more stuff for you.
So I need to order this. I ordered all the brackets. But they're like 6 pieces.
Alright. Still getting a 311. 313. 311. Okay, so now the code changed to 311, but that's the one we're actually troubleshooting. The event does not clear or change. Then connect wires 5901 and 2911 to line contactor coil and proceed to step 2. So step 2 from access 3. Wait a minute. Okay, we did that a little bit backwards, Joe. I pulled it from the access first. Let's see what happens here. Okay, at this moment, we don't have the code. And now we do. 222, what is that? That should be the line contact. .302, well, it's a 302. 307, 62. Okay, so let's clear them again. Go back down to service. Go back down to clear chronic. Clear all history. Yes. Enter. Just make sure. Okay, we get an immediate code. 302. Let's see what 302 is going to be. Try telling me the contactor broken. Text traction motor, voltage, feedback circuit out of range. So at this point, I'll put the contactor back together. I think that's what's actually throwing these codes right now. Make sure we don't have it. We only have that code, so as you see, it's giving me different codes. giving me a 302 and a 307. Okay, so as it says, we're going to change the coil. Let's see what happens. But I want to check a few more things before I go. What doesn't make sense is that it uses the same coil for both directions. So, we're just going to ohm out these wires and see what we get. We checked all the wiring there, so nothing we can do there.
I just made a copy.
Okay. We're going to try to get on these cables down here and see if anything's shorted. Not the easiest to get on, but that's what I'm wondering if something's going on there. I'm not seeing any wires shorted or rubbed. I'm gonna have to call quits for tonight, but it looks like there's a short in the reverse circuit. We're gonna have to find that and go from there. Alright, last time we were here, we determined that we have a short in the reverse system. We just gotta track down the short here. Okay, when you're reading your Crown glossary, this is telling you your locations of your connections, like CA401, rear of power unit, access 3. So that would be down here. This is CA403, which would be this connector here. Okay. CA403, right there, rear power unit, access 3. So that'll give you the general location where to find that connector if you don't know on your so if you're reading your schematics and you come across that, that's how you find it. Alright, so let's try to track this down. So let's see. Place B negative. Distribution board. AC hydraulics. So splices, I don't want the splices, so here we go. Access 3. We got the access 3. We're looking for the reverse switch, closed, open. That is CA403 7. And it goes to the key switch, ACS. Don't make sense. But what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect number 7 and see what happens. Number is that 7 is going to be 6015. I'm not sure what that is, but for now let's just disconnect here. Let's put it in here like this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 right here. What we were working on. Okay, so let's pop this back up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do this one here. Get that to come out of there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's gonna be the third one from there. Let's pull that. You do this, try not to pinch the wire with the needle nose, although sometimes it's hard not to. Alright, so let's see if we lose the short there. Alright. Fire up the truck. Contact pull in. Let's put in reverse. Okay, so we jumped out the seat switch just to see if we're getting where we're at with this. Another connection here. Okay, we're grounded to the frame, getting 18. Put that back in. Now let's see what happens. All right. And we're neutral. It's forward. Reverse. Well, I'm not buying it yet. What I find here, if I have the seat connection 410, and I put it, right now it's in neutral. And if I ground to the frame here, I get 17 volts. Get 17 volts there. Okay. Put it in, drive it forward. Nothing changes. Put it in reverse and I get 36 volts. If I disconnect here, I disconnect there. I disconnect the seat switch. I'm at 18 volts all the way through the range. So let me see where that goes. I'm going to put it in reverse. It's not going to tell me nothing now. Alright, so let me track down. So where's it going? It's going from 7 to PC601, which is SC601 is going to be above the left traction motor. All right. So the left traction motor is going to be over here. I'm on the wrong side of the truck here. This is the right side of the dummy. It must be right there. That's it. PC601. Okay, this is PC601. And we need to get number 5, and these are impossible to see these numbers. And this was 29, 15 there, so this has to be 14 right here. So let's see any shorted wires along here. So see what we get here for a second. Full voltage. Alright, let's start working from the dash up here. Okay, so that's the reverse switch there. That's forward up there. These need to be done. All right. What's going on, man? Not much. You figuring it out, are you? Yeah, kinda. Let's screw it up. I know what the problem is, I just don't know where the problem is. I screwed it up? No. No. Yeah, you just gotta shorten the reverse circuit. But where? These things are a nightmare to find in these trucks. Although this is a little better than the one we have at work. Alright. So back to this. Okay, so what I want to track down is... okay, we got the reverse switch right here. That's going to CA601, which would be... what the heck, what's being recorded? Alright. Okay. I'm going to try something here. Verify that the access 3 is working right. I'm going to switch wire 7 and 6, I think. So I'm going to switch this wire and this wire. Let's see if I can make it go in reverse. Pull this wire here. Let's swap it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's swap that wire out and pop it in over here. And I just want to see if it goes, reverses my problem here. So both my wires are all the way up. 3 space 1 2. Yeah, okay. So we're going to plug it in. Let's see what kind of reaction we have now with the wires swapped, the reverse and forward are swapped. And when I put it in forward now, it should probably throw the wrench. Fire it up. And push down. See what happens. Yep. Okay, so where we're at is we are back at this SC. We determined that we had a short in the reverse circuit. We're going to try to run a new wire in there. So I'm just going to do another quick check on things, and then I'm going to start running this wire. Problem we have is we have to run from that plug to that plug. See if we can find the short somewhere. If I can't, which I don't think I'm going to be able to, but we're going to run the new wire somehow. But we got to come up here, cross through under here, or on the other side, same thing. The best, which is ever going to be the best place. Not going to be easy. They don't give you a lot to work with here. Take a look on the other side, see what we got. We'll try to drop down through here. Then we gotta fish it through and through here and up into here. That I don't know how we're gonna do. Alright, so we're gonna do what we can. Otherwise, the other thing you have to do is take this whole counterweight off, which is taking that bolt, that one over there, that one there, and then you have one way down there and over there. And that's not funny. Well, actually, they don't look too bad for this truck. Models I've done were a little more tricky. So, I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But we are getting the same code that we were before. 313. So, that's where we're going to start. Reverse switch is number 7, which is 2916. 2915, which will be the same thing up at the other end too. Okay. So 2915, which is that one there. Okay, now when you run these wires, ideally you'd like to be able to find the short and just repair it, which I'm not going to be able to do that. So for now, Not sure if I'm gonna just run the whole wire or splice into this one yet. I'd like to kind of keep the number here so that it's easy to find like that. Well, it was easy to find. Where'd it go? There it is, 2915. So, got myself some 18 gauge wire. Make me a whole new wire. Try not to make a mess of my spool wire here. So I'm just kind of pulling it out a little at a time. So we're going to go from here. Put that up there. Cross down through here. Let's get a little bit more out of it. All right. I think I got more than enough wire here, so I'm going to crimp it off. I don't have a cutter on here. All right. So, just so you guys can see it. Okay, so I have these crimps here to put on this wire. This is the harder style. Ones I have at work are a lot easier, but we're going to try to crimp this end on here and just make a whole new wire. I kind of don't like doing that because then you lose the number to the wire, but as long as you know where the number is on the plug, you can identify the wire later if you had to. But like I said, this will be a challenge. I'm gonna, okay, what you want to find is the one that rolls this in is going to be that one there on the end. So that's what you're going to want to do, is get it center in there and just kind of crimp it down on there. That might be the wrong end. We're going to go with this one here. Kind of hard to watch the camera and watch this at the same time here. Get yourself a good crimp on there. Not too bad. This is the one I have trouble with, is this little wire holder here. That doesn't always go the way I want it, but I gotta just make it work. Like that. Actually, that didn't go too bad. Always have one that doesn't want to cooperate. Every single time. Every time. And a lot of times I'll just pinch them together. Like that. And it works fine. Like I said, there's always one that don't cooperate. And this is the one. The other side won't cooperate either, I guarantee you. But that'll work. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to plug that in into that connector down there. The one we were looking at before. It's really hard to bring you into that, but you just have to watch from up here. Maybe I can zoom in. There we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop this green cap out again. Usually end up stabbing myself in the hand with these. Alright, make sure your battery's unplugged. It's hard to see, but there's a little catch in here. Just pop that out and pull the wire back. Like that. Alright. Push it up till it catches. There we go. Get in there. Alright, we'll put the green cap back in. That push back in place. Put the green cap in. Alright, come on. A little bit of a trick because it doesn't want to snap in there. It's not catching very well. So we're going to have to make a jump. Splice it. Okay, so we got the wire to go down through here. We'll wire tie it off to here then. Went down through here, through this channel here. Now we got to go up through the back. Alright. This is a pretty stiff mechanics wire here. It's .0625 gauge. Get this wire to come up through here. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to try to come up through the back here and up through there. Let's see how we do. There it is. Alright. Now the question is, did I make it long enough? I have to put you on there. We'll find the wire we need here. Should be the same thing, 2015. Okay. 12, I think it was this one here. Here, I believe. Tuck that up in there. Where our number was. This one here, I believe it was 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the second one past the plug. You want this one here. I don't want that to pop out like that. But I want to make sure I have the right wire, so we're going to do that. Okay, I'm going to let's splice these wires together to the new wire. The ends I brought don't fit quite right. They don't stay in the socket. I don't want them popping out. Plus, it'll also give me a number to the wire, So I'll be able to identify the wire later if you need to. So let's cut the wire. Let's get this out of here. And I want it cut off as far back as I can because I don't want anybody doing any troubleshooting on this to get confused with that wire hanging out. We would like to have a little smaller connector here, but it's going to have to do. Alright, now we're going to tape that off. Same thing over here. A little bit more. Basically the same thing as what we did on the other side. And then we're going to tape it off. Yeah, I'm going to have to pop the cap out of there. Make sure your wire, you can tug the wire and it won't pop back out. And you know you're locked in there good. Alright, so now let's see what we got. It's gonna work. Okay. My apologies for having to end this video in this way. Well, we had an issue with the video where the video cut out but the audio remained on. All you could do is hear me talking about what was going on, and that was no way to end the video. However, at least the video was able to show you the troubleshooting procedures by following the manual and the codes that come up on the truck. Through the procedures that we used, we determined that there was a short in the reverse circuit. There was an issue with the one wire that I tested, and we replaced that. We lost the short to that wire, but however, after replacing the wire, the truck continued to have an issue where it would now travel rather than code out the instant you put it in reverse, but it would travel a few feet and then it would code out. Through further troubleshooting, found out that the reverse alarm was shorted due to somebody a prior owner welding on the truck and got the frame too hot and shorted out the alarm, which I believe is what actually caused the issue with the wire. So once the alarm was replaced, the entire issue was gone. If this video was helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification button so when new videos are up, you'll be able to get notifications. And thank you for watching.